Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to the friends and family assembled. Today we're here to introduce the 2022 inductees to the Future Leaders Program. Here today to start us off with the speakers is our Honorable Premier, David Burt. It will discuss how government is supporting the Future Leaders Program. The Honorable Premier.
Thank you. Good afternoon to the Future Leaders team. Good afternoon to the future leaders of Bermuda. Good afternoon to family members and certainly to members of the media. Welcome to the Cabinet Office grounds on a beautiful Friday as we celebrate the commencement of the 2022 Future Leaders Summer Program and recognize the students who will embark on this exciting new journey. For the past 5 years, the Future Leaders Summer Program has served as an invaluable, hands-on experience for young Bermudians who wish to make positive contributions and changes in our society. Through seminars, community service, and field experience, students will explore the meaning of leadership, develop their leadership skills, and examine the social challenges facing Bermuda today, guided by mentors and community leaders. The government of Bermuda, through the Cabinet Office, is proud to continue to sponsor this important initiative as we have done each year since its commencement. And I, again, on behalf of the government, am proud to commit $25,000 from the Cabinet Office budget to support the outstanding work of future leaders and the development of young Bermudians. This support will ensure that students can participate in the summer program and gain vital experience and knowledge without being concerned about its costs. I commend these young men and women for their commitment to leadership, their commitment to personal development, and certainly their commitment to community service. I would also like to commend the Future Leaders team for their steadfast devotion to the young people of our country and for empowering them to become leaders of tomorrow. The fact that this is now the 5th year of the summer program is a testament to the hard work and dedication of the Future Leaders organization. It is especially pleasing to see members of past cohorts, such as Mr. Sion Tatum, grow from participating in the youth program to leading it as youth director. This is evidence that the Future Leaders program is doing what it has set out to do: empower students to become the next generation of leaders. It is always a joy to have them here at the Cabinet Office to launch the summer program, and I wish all the incredible young people here a successful program and continued success in their endeavors. And on a personal note, I look forward to the interactions that I'm able to have with the members of the Future Leaders team and also the students that are enrolled in each year as I get to interact with them and they get to quiz me and keep me on my toes. There's no question that the future of leadership in our country looks bright. And though we have challenges, we must also celebrate our successes and recognize that there are leaders among us. Not all of our young people are involved in bad activities. Many are excelling, many are stepping forward, and many are contributing to our country's future in a positive way. This government will continue to support the growth and development of young Bermudians to whom this future belongs. Thank you for being here today to support these young people, and let us make sure that we continue to support them after they finish this program. Thank you.
Good afternoon, the Honorable E. David Burt, JPMP, Michael Millett from HSCM Bermuda, parents, students, and members of the media. My name is Sion Tatum, and after completing the Future Leaders program in its very first year in 2017, I'm honored to be able to return for a second year under the mentorship of Ryan Robinson, Parent Chief, as Youth Assistant Director of this year's program. I am honored here today to introduce this year's participants for the 2022 Future Leaders Summer Induction Program, which incorporates 3 weeks of hands-on education, meaningful service to the community, and academic study to empower our next generation of leaders. From grasping complex subjects such as racism and wealth inequality to discovering new models of leadership and social enterprise, by completion, these future leaders will accumulate 90 hours of community service and co-curricular activity. However, as the summer program draws to a close, the work of a future leader has only just begun. And this is evidenced by the many achievements and reflections of the students that have come through this very program. We are grateful to the Governor of Bermuda Cabinet Office for their partnership with us to help deliver this program. And because of this partnership, no student has ever been turned away from participating due to a lack of finances. And as a past student, I can personally attest to this. We are deeply appreciative for your continued support beginning 5 years ago. And to Premier Burt, thank you for taking time out each year to share words of encouragement to our future leaders. Thank you for your continued investment in the future of Bermuda. Beyond our summer program, it would be remiss of me not to mention our wider organization, Future Leaders Bermuda, which as registered charity 1009 has been fortunate enough to receive the support of HSCM Bermuda, our platinum and corporate sponsor, from last year, who have made a further commitment for another 2 years. This partnership extends our reach beyond the Future Leaders program and provides further opportunities in the corporate sector based on an identified need for more Black Bermudians in executive leadership roles. Last year, Future Leaders were connected to both internships and work shadowing opportunities at HSCM Bermuda's local office, in addition to our back-to-school community give-back and vendors market held in August of 2021. We look forward to continued initiatives with the support of both HSCM Bermuda and the Governor of Bermuda. In addition to our community partners and sponsors to whom we are extremely and truly grateful for. Each year our program sets a theme and highlights an inspirational leader for each program. Our last year's theme was, each generation must fight for its own freedom. Freedom is not free. Inspired by the late Bermudian activist, writer, union leader, and educator, Dr. Eva Hudson. I would like to believe that one of the principles required in the survival of a people is that we must share with one another. Share our resources, share our support, our knowledge, and our time. Moving as a unit will allow us to remember how truly powerful we are as a nation when we walk as one. The challenges our people are facing are evident. Thus, it is imperative that we take the necessary strides to learn the roles we play in society to better understand how we can actually walk as one. It is therefore befitting that this year's theme centers around the late Bermudian activist, civil rights leader, political activist, nation builder, campaigner for adult universal suffrage, former parliamentarian and worker for the United Nations, the late Dr. Paulu Roosevelt Osiris Nelson Brown Kamaraka-Fegu. Dr. Kamaraka-Fegu once said, "Whatever knowledge I acquire does not belong to me." To the 2022 future leaders, the things that you are learning, you must share with others. You are not learning for yourselves alone. You have no idea how far you will simply go just by sharing your knowledge and your innovative ideas. What comes from climbing this ladder we call life when we fail to reach behind and bring others with us? What comes from forgetting where we come from when we reach the mountain peak of success? Through humility, selflessness, and conscious leadership. As you all continue to elevate into the young leaders our nation needs you to become, I challenge you to pave the way for others to follow behind you. Just as our beloved Dr. Paulu Kamaraka-Fegu has done, and may his name never be forgotten. We must know where we come from, what opportunities we have been afforded with, and the duty we all have. My mother always tells me, to whom much is given, much is required. To simply succeed for oneself is not true success. And I echo the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who once said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? With that ideology in mind, it is my hope, it is my prayer, that you will grow into the fine leaders our nation needs you to become. and that you continue to ask yourselves, what am I doing for others? Our community needs you, and our people need you. Let us not repeat the vicious cycle of climbing the ladder of success only to forget about the very individuals who are stuck, those who lack opportunity and those who lack vision. Your worth as young people is truly invaluable. Never forget, and I echo, never forget. Continue to believe in yourselves, loving every inch of your being, from the soles of your feet to the top of your head. We do not need any of you to be perfect. We just need you to be your authentic selves. Through the next 3 weeks of intense study, in-depth reflection of both society and our inner selves, our future leaders will be better equipped with the knowledge to fight for a better world for this and for future generations. Over the course of the 3 weeks, our students will focus on 7 main units. 1, service and community building. 2, poverty, crime and inequality. 3, identity and privilege. Unit 4, leadership and self-determination. 5, social justice and entrepreneurship. 6, the power to make a difference. And Unit 7, how to take action. By the end of the 3-week program, students will be in a better position to identify inequality and injustice in the world and in their community, as well as empathize with the experiences of persons from various backgrounds. They will apply leadership, team building, and analytical skills that will empower them to question their roles and their leaders, and to consider the power they hold both as an individual and as a collective. All local schools were invited to nominate at least one school to attend, with registration also open to the public. Based on the responses, we take this time to applaud the commitment of the 16 future leaders who will be participating in this year's program. From the Barclay Institute, we have Zaya Tucker Crockwell, Zariah Chambers, Josiah Butterfield, Kwazai Jennings, Leah Smith, Jaden Belberta, Brenai Santucci. From Cedar Bridge Academy, we have Zayden Stewart, Jashawn Jeffers, and Tico Cairns. Bermuda High School is represented by Sophie Jones. From Woke Academy, we have Etienne Wolf, Nori Robinson, and Diego Caleb Brown. Bermuda Institute is represented by Sanai Roberts Adderley, and Doward Middle School by Tennyson Deal. To our future leaders, as you prepare to embark on this journey over the next exciting 3 weeks, I can say from personal experience that this is a rewarding program with a supportive and empowering community. Although you will encounter countless ups and downs, at the end of the program you will be glad you persevered, and you will have a lifelong group of friends who will support you through life's journey. And as I have mentioned before, as a past student, I can genuinely say I have met brothers and sisters from this program. So congratulations in advance, and we look forward to seeing the results of all your hard work and labor. In closing, we are truly appreciative for the overflow of support we have received from both the community and our sponsors. Again, we'd like to say thank you to the Governor of Bermuda Cabinet Office for sponsoring this year's Future Leaders Program, and to HSCM Bermuda, our organization's platinum and corporate sponsor. We also have been able to deliver our summer program over the last 5 years with the support of various community partners and sponsors, such as the Bermuda Industrial Union, Midland Heights Seventh-day Adventist Church, Aries Sports Center, the Salvation Army, the Department of Judiciary, Agri-Living Institute, Citizens Uprooting Racism in Bermuda, and the United States Consulate. If you would like to keep updated on the Future Leaders Program and the work of our students, we invite all members of the public to follow our progress via social media on Instagram and Facebook at Future Leaders BDA, or by visiting our website at www.futureleaders.bm. We will now hear a few words from one of our very own future leaders in this upcoming Future Leaders Program, Brenai Santucci.
Afternoon, everyone. Pima, Burt, HSCM, Bermuda, parents, students, and members of the media. My name is Bernard Santucci, and I'm a current student at the Barclay Institute. When being asked to join this program, I did not really know what to expect, but I always try to remain open to trying new things. I took a look through the Future Leaders website and realized that this program truly has a lot to offer, such as empowering and inspiring young leaders and arming us with skills to make a positive impact in our communities. Some of my expectations that I have for this year's Future Leaders program is to be equipped with new learning skills such as leadership, knowledge, cooperative skills, partnerships, and to gain experience and much more. I expect challenges because I believe that the challenges will encourage me to continue striving towards becoming my best self. The Future Leaders program, as most of you know, is a program dedicated to empowering Bermuda's youth, encouraging them to be authentic young leaders they are. From learning and gaining leadership to providing service to the community, Future Leaders aims to assist its students to make a positive impact in Bermuda. This July, I have been granted the opportunity to partake in this program for the very first time. While there, I intend to not only gather information to take charge of my future, but overall to be a part of an enjoyable experience that will allow me to grow as an individual. Before I close out, I would like to thank the Honorable Premier David Burt, the government, and sponsors for funding this program. Additionally, I would like to also thank our platinum sponsors, HSCM. Thank you for all your continued support. Because of you, students have the ability to participate in events to help them take necessary steps to success. On behalf of all the incoming cohort of 2022 Future Leaders, thank you for believing in the future, and we look forward to demonstrating what we have learned at the end of this program. Thank you.
So I just want to say thank you again to the members of the media, parents, students, HSCM Bermuda, our platinum corporate sponsor, Premier E. David Burt, for joining us on our 2022 Summer Induction press conference. So that concludes our press conference. So we open the floor for any questions from the media. No questions? All right, so that concludes our 2022 Future Leaders press conference. Thank you.